It is your girl, Nikki St. Clair, and I'm back. I'm back with another video. And this time I want to talk to the person that doesn't feel loved. Like you're in a relationship, but the person is always complaining about you. Perhaps they're telling you, oh, they don't have no money. They would have did something better, but their luck is bad, or they just didn't have it, or they just have an excuse for everything that makes like comments about you or what you don't have or your family. And the things that they used to do for you, they don't do for you anymore, or perhaps you can compare your relationship to their previous relationship and see that they used to do more for the previous relationship, and then when they got to you in the beginning, it was cool. You guys had a meeting of the minds, but as far as activities, you don't really go hardly anywhere or do too much, or you guys don't have pictures, or he never bought you flowers, or wow, you guys went to the museum. You guys haven't gone anywhere, or taken any trips. And anytime you want to go places, they act like okay, like it's just like a sacrifice for them to go. Um, you know, I'm just here to talk to you because I know someone who's going through that. The person gets drunk or gets high and begins to show abusive traits, um, and become abusive. It'll start off being really nice. If they get drunk or high, they're really nice, they're very loving. But if it goes too far, they start to say hurtful things and spew hurtful things to the individual. And if this sounds like you, I want to let you know that that person does not like you. That person that you share your space, your air, and your time with, they don't really like you. I don't know if they're there because they're just using you because you're there and you taking their shit and they don't want to be alone. I don't know if they're there, but they just don't know how to truly love, or just ultimately they're not happy person with themselves, and they need to be by themselves. But the bottom line is they're not happy, so they're not making you happy. I've been in a relationship where I would feel alone. Yeah, the person was here having sex, and but I would literally just feel alone. I could, even after sex, I could just lay down and just not feel whole. I felt deep down inside that this ain't the person that I am supposed to be with. And at what cost? Just to say I have a pair of pants to come home to, or someone that calls and shares meals with me. My goodness. It doesn't really, it's not worth it. It's not worth your time. It's not worth your energy. It's not worth your self-esteem. You could do better by yourself. You will save a lot of time. You could use that time towards bettering yourself, paying paying off some credit cards, going to the library. You could do something else. And I know for a fact it is very hard to be single out here for some. Now, as for me, I look at everybody like a dirty porta potty. So it's made it very easy for me because I can't just be with just anybody. The least little thing turns me off. It could be the fragrance that they chose to wear, the way that their pants are fitting, um, the haircut. If it has that dreadlock stuff at the top of your head, braids hanging down at the top of your head, you can forget it. You know, things of that nature. I'm so picky, you guys, that I can really be okay with being by myself and like really, really be okay. I do me by myself very well, but you do have those people out there that feel like they need someone. And I just don't want you to get to a point where you're so desperate to have someone in your life that you're willing to be abused and you're willing to be treated bad or subpar because they genuinely don't like you. Think about it like this. If they were to win that $1 billion jackpot, Powerball, would they leave you? Would they give you a little chunk of money and leave? Would they disappear on you and not pay you at all and you just have to hear about it on the late Zoom? Or are you coming with them? Are you building with them? Are they going to finally marry you after all of this time that you've been down for them like 4 flat tires? And I'm talking about men and women. This ain't just no woman's post, okay? Because you got a lot of women out there that's genuinely not happy with their mate, but they're like, I'm just gonna work with him because I'm used to him. I don't feel like starting all over. He knows me, he knows my family, we have unprotected sex, so I'ma just chill. You know? You have a lot of men that are just a security blanket, just like you have a lot of women that are security blankets. You know, oh, she knows my kids. Her and my kids' mom, they get along okay. She keeps my kids, she combs their hair. She cooks decent and she keeps a decent house. So, you know, I guess I'll keep her around. But deep down inside, they're not really that happy. And it shows with their appearance, you know, or and it shows with your appearance if you're in this toxic um, relationship. You know, you're not as happy, you're not as vibrant, you're not as talkative. You know, you've in some ways let yourself go. The things that you used to love to do, maybe you used to love to draw, or maybe you used to, you know, work on cars, or I don't know. Maybe you should just ride a bike on the beach. I don't know, but you have sacrificed so much of yourself to be in this subpar relationship only to be mistreated, feel unloved, and feel alone, possibly used. It's not worth it. And I don't know who I'm talking to, but I want to let you know I've been there and I've done that. And I ain't going back. You know, once you know who you are, you can't stay too long. Now, you might take the moments, a few months to figure it out. Because sometimes two people are so excited. They're like, oh my God, I'm so glad I found you. I found you too. Oh my God. Oh, you believe in that? I believe in that too. Oh, you like to eat here? I like to eat there too. You know, and sometimes one could be on a decline in life And one could be on an incline in life, but they kind of meet in the middle. And a lot of times the roles switch where the person on the decline stops the person on the incline. And the person on the incline uh, kind of stops the person on the decline, and they are kind of stuck somewhere in the middle. And a lot of times the person on the decline has somebody, it's kind of like a band-aid, and it's just like, okay, well, I have this person, but in the midst of me having this person, um I'm gonna chill for now, I'm comfortable right now, but then eventually I'm gonna get my shit together and I'm gonna move on. And then the person on the incline probably thinks like, okay, well, this is it, I'm excited, eventually, I'm making plans, maybe we'll buy a house, or hey, let's try to do this, let's create new memories and do that, do this, do that. And the person that really don't want to be there, or has no intentions on staying, they don't want to commit to anything permanent. Sometimes it's purchasing a home. Sometimes it's having a child. Sometimes it's possibly moving in together and getting a lease with both your names on it. There are telltale signs if a person is there for the stay or for the lay. And all I have to say to you is please, 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 please write a list, check off the boxes. If this sounds like somebody's just using you, tearing you down mentally, physically, and emotionally, and they're reaping all the benefits, and it's very one sided, or this is an abusive relationship that you're in, you don't necessarily have to take blows to the head or to the face, or um, they're stopping you in any type of way, are making comments about you that are insulting, or they've gotten to know you so well that they make little jabs and attack you or attack your family. These people are passive aggressive, and they genuinely don't like you, and you could very well be sleeping with the enemy, or you may just be your biggest enemy by staying. So there's something to think about. I'm Nikki St. Clair. I hope I didn't keep you too long, but please like, comment, and subscribe and share if you care. And I'm out. Peace.